Every year, we look for an outstanding high school student who will speak to our students about the importance of continuing their success. This year, we will have two speakers. Mr. Raul Moran will be introducing our guest speakers this evening. Mr. Moran, will you join me at the stage, please? Our two speakers are Ms. Jillian Quisenberry and Mr. Eric Jorn.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm going to introduce Ms. Jill Quisenberry first. She's the daughter of Greg and Judy Quisenberry. Jill has grown up in Harlingen, attending St. Albans Episcopal Day School, Gutierrez Middle School, and currently she is in Harlingen High School. She's very active in her church, her school, and the community of Harlingen. Some of Jill's hobbies include reading, fishing, and playing ultimate frisbee. Jill will attend the McCombs Business School at the University of Texas in the fall and cannot wait to live in Austin. And it's my pleasure to introduce Ms. Quisenberry. So we have some words for everybody. You ready?
Thank you, Mr. Moran. He was my 8th grade history teacher and was my sister's 8th grade history teacher, I guess 3 years before that. So he's great.
Thank you.
When I was called to be a speaker for this evening, I was really excited. I remember my top 12 banquet just a few years ago when Chase Young spoke about high school and everything that comes along with growing up, and I feel so privileged to do the same for you all. Let me introduce myself a little bit more. I'm a senior at Harlingen High School, and I attended GMS for 7th and 8th grade. I am currently president of the Harlingen High School's National Honor Society, vice president of my senior class, and a PTSA officer. I currently serve as president of HCISD's Student Advisory Board as well. I was a cheerleader for 3 years. Outside of school, I'm very involved in my church, Youth Leadership Harlingen, and the Episcopal Diocese of West Texas. As you can see, I keep myself pretty busy. But on top of all that, I've managed to stay in the top 10 students of my class throughout high school and will graduate as number 8. And I believe that always staying busy has greatly contributed to my successes in life. High school was not what I expected. You don't know all of the teachers and students like you do in elementary and middle school because there are so many more teachers and students than you realize. But not knowing everyone gives you a chance to always make new friends and choose the path you want with the people who want to accompany you. You change a lot in high school. Trust me, I'm nowhere near who I was as a freshman, but that just comes along with growing up. A big difference between middle school and high school are your friends. You will quickly see that in high school, sophomores can be best friends with seniors, and vice versa. Everyone is friends with just about anyone, which creates a web of connections that will really benefit you in the long run. My advice on this is, make lots of friends. Branch out and find people who are exactly like you, and find those who are not. Become friends with people who will help you study for that crazy chemistry final. Become friends with the girls who are always super fun to hang out with. Become friends with band kids and football players and everyone in between. These friendships are important in having a great high school experience. I mentioned that by staying really busy, I have become successful, and that's 100% true. Sure, sometimes stress gets the best of me, but being so actively involved in high school has pushed me to work hard to keep my grades up and enjoy everything I'm active in. Some of you may join different clubs and organizations, and I hope you do. Many of you will be involved in sports. A few of you will really commit and join band and practice more than the football team does. Whatever you choose to do it wholeheartedly. Really dive into whatever you're passionate about because you will find the most fulfillment from it. You'll probably meet some of your best friends along the way. Homework gets tougher in high school, I'm not gonna lie. But everything becomes a little more fun as you get older. Friday night football games are some of the best memories I have. Dances are super fun, just dance, and all of the activities throughout high school make for a great time. But even with all these fun opportunities, it is extremely important to stay on top of your studies. Freshman year is one of the most important, if not the most important year to get your GPA up. I'm completely serious. High school isn't impossible, I promise. The work is manageable, and the teachers are great at what they do. So pay attention in class, get your work done, and keep college as your biggest goal in mind. It seems kind of strange to mention college to a group of middle schoolers, but I would be lying if I said that these past 4 years haven't flown by. It's never too early to start thinking about it, because in the blink of an eye, it'll be October of your senior year, and applications will swarm your desk. I advise you to make lots of visits to different universities that interest you throughout your high school years, so that you are really prepared when it comes to applying and choosing the school you'll attend for the next 4 years. High school will teach you so much about the type of person you want to be, and that's really important too. There will be times when you think things can't possibly get any worse, and there will be times when you don't think things could possibly get any better. You have to persevere through all the ups and downs high school presents to really succeed. From bad grades to getting into the college of your choice, it will all happen. Anything is possible, and you've got to believe in yourself to accomplish what you want. But you can't get sucked into meaningless drama instead of studying, and you can't focus on the right now rather than the future. Honestly, it will all go by so fast. So keep a goal in mind at all times and work towards it. So here's a recap. Number 1, make lots of friends. Number 2, get involved in what you love to do. Number 3, study. Number 4, college isn't that far, so keep it in mind. And number 5, persevere to succeed. High school has been really fun for me. I've made some of my best friends there, and I've learned quite a bit. I figured out the quickest routes to my classes, the best pizza to get at lunch, the formula for the area under the curve, calculus is really hard, and who I am in the process. I was accepted to my top school, and I'm proud of that. But I can't say that I was perfect throughout high school to get where I am. I studied a lot for the past 4 years, and it really has paid off. But I've also procrastinated on projects, and I haven't worked as hard as I probably could. The truth is, it's a balancing act. You have to learn how to balance studying, extracurriculars, sports, friends, family, and everything else. And it will take some time. But you've got plenty of people who have already mastered this technique. Your teachers right now know exactly what I'm talking about, and I bet they've got some pretty good tips for you as well. So utilize the time you've got right now. Enjoy middle school, because it's pretty fun, but also look forward to high school. I will be attending the Macomb School of Business at the University of Texas in Austin in the fall, and I couldn't be more excited. I plan on majoring in marketing and minoring in political science, but nothing is set in stone yet. One thing I am for sure on is that there will be a lot more to figure out once I get to college. So let's make a deal, top 12 students. If you make your first day of high school the best it can be, really the best it can be, I'll do the same in college, I promise. Because we're all on a journey, and the best way to master this journey is to never stop learning. Congratulations for being at the top of your class. That's awesome. I challenge you to strive to be the best you can be all the time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jillian. And I might want to add that I was also very honored having Jillian as a student. And based on what she said right now, I kind of see a potential congresswoman here. Okay. I would now like to introduce Mr. Eric Jorn. Mr. Eric Jorn is also a senior at Harlingen High School. He was involved in football, track, and basketball. His activities include the National Honor Society, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Masterminds, youth leadership of Harlingen. He is also a member of the St. Albans Church and Camp Capers. His awards are numerous. He was awarded number 3 in his senior class. He's first team All-State Football Academic, first team All-Valley Defense, Defensive Lineman of the Year, Defensive Captain, FCA Captain, and he was also voted most likely to succeed by his senior class. He will attend Texas A&M University in the fall and major in chemical engineering. I would now like to introduce Mr. Eric Jordan.
Again, Mr. Moran also taught my brother 4 years before me and myself when I was in 8th grade. All right. So, human beings are truly complex organisms. It is said that the human brain contains more neuron interactions within a single cubic inch of the human brain than there are stars in our entire galaxy. Human brains, like massive sponges of intricate knowledge, absorb information both consciously and subconsciously through a person's life. All this information is compiled into the respected section of that person's brain, indirectly influencing every aspect of that human. It is a truly remarkable process that goes into making a well-rounded person. In multiple clinical studies, psychologists have observed that a person's adolescence into their teens is the most influential time in molding who they will become as an adult. It can be thought of as a sort of sculpting stage. In this pivotal point in a person's life, they will determine through their actions and experiences what kind of person they will be. This is the stage that most of you are in here, the sculpting stage. One key factor in determining who a person will be is their education. I began my endeavor of education at the age of 5. It was a time of great ease and pleasure in my life, despite I remember little of it. Attending St. Albans Episcopal School till the age of 12, I was more or less sheltered from the outside world. Here I grew to be extremely comfortable with my classmates and teachers, being with the same exact 20 people 8 hours a day, every day. I received the basis of my education, which still benefit me today. However, I lacked a key element that makes a well-rounded person: exposure. So after graduating from the 6th grade, I decided to commission myself on a new journey in finding who I was right here at Gutierrez Middle School. GMS was a truly changing time for me. GMS changed who I was regarding my education, my athletic career, and my spiritual life. One primary source of metamorphosis that I can now realize was my immense change in my attitude towards my education. Upon entering Gutierrez, I was by no means a scholar of any sort. I did not care for the education system or the privileges that I had been given to learn. However, I did have a particularly inquisitive mind. It was only several weeks exposed to the staff here at Gutierrez when I realized the opportunities that I had to answer my questions. It seemed that all the subjects I was taking, whether it be reading or Texas history, were now suddenly much more interesting. My insatiable thirst for knowledge soon turned from trivia to text. I asked my teacher seemingly ridiculous amounts of questions, in the turn teaching me the material. When test time came, I mysteriously began to know all the answers without studying. The result of this unintended scholarly behavior was good grades. One day, my Texas history teacher, Mr. West, made the comment to me, "If you keep your good grades up, you'll have some opportunities one day." This unknowingly lingered in my brain like a bad cold, never subsiding. This stimulated me to continue my scholarship throughout GMS and into high school. Another result of Gutierrez was a profound self-interest in mathematics. In the 8th grade, Coach Bain brought a new light into the subject which had previously tormented me. He challenged me mathematically like I had never been challenged before, opening my eyes to the potential of the world of mathematics. Due to this, my lowest math GPA throughout high school has been a 97 in geometry. So what are the results of my newfound scholarship? Opportunities. My continued desire to learn has made me number 3 in my graduating class of 580. Also, I wish to continue my interest in mathematics in the engineering field. A second result of my time spent at Gutierrez was a fruitful athletic career. Entering into GMS, I knew that football was my sport, and I desired nothing more than to play football for the Harlingen High School Cardinals under the Friday night lights. However, after playing 7th grade football, Coach Rojas gave me the desire to expand my athletic career and adopt broader horizons. So, along with football, I played basketball, soccer, and ran track. Although I lacked the affinity for these sports that I did for football, I enjoyed to play them all the same, and continued to play most of them throughout high school. This extremely active lifestyle in my sculpting stage translated into greater physical fitness than I had previously known. Playing various sports also boosted my confidence level dramatically. There is a new sort of self-satisfaction I found when I landed a big hit on someone, or I stuffed someone, or when I beat someone in a race one-on-one that I had previously unknown. These activities gave me a new sort of confidence that I greatly admired. I became more vocal, outspoken, hardworking, self-assured, and argumentative, in a good way. My middle school sports also set me up to be successful on the high school level. I played varsity football for 2 years, being a defensive captain my senior year. I earned various accolades that I believe only happened due to the confidence, motivation, and hard work that were instilled from me from my earlier endeavors. A third result of my time at Gutierrez Middle School was a newfound religious background. Coming from an Episcopal elementary school, I had already had a good religious base off which to expand. However, Gutierrez opened new doors for me regarding my religion. In the 7th grade, I joined the Gutierrez Middle School Fellowship of Christian Athletes. I had never been involved in such a club where I could relate with my fellow students about the relationship of God. So it was a new experience for me. It expanded my faith in God exponentially to see how God could act through other people. The next year, I was elected FCA president at Gutierrez. Here I experienced a leadership position that gave me experience to later become an FCA captain in high school. These activities helped to make me more religiously conscious, making me into the person I am today. So in a nutshell, what did Gutierrez do for me? Gutierrez was one of the key stepping stones in making me the person I am today. There's no doubt in my mind I would not be the person I am now if I had attended another middle school. My sculpting period was well spent in these very halls. So what advice can a GMS alumni give to students at Gutierrez? First off, pay attention in your classes. Although you may not think it now, your teachers actually know what they're talking about. Also, having an interest in your classes now will lead to a better understanding for the basics of your future. The classes that you're taking now, despite what you may think, are designed to benefit you. Next, be as involved as you can in extracurricular activities. These are more important than you may realize now. They help to balance you as a person and make you more well-rounded. Looking back at it now, I realize this. Also, extracurricular activities help to keep you sane between the monotonous days of schoolwork. I can't tell you how many times I was able to release some steam through football or take my mind off of things through FCA. Lastly, never stop asking questions. The greatest opportunities come to those who ask about those opportunities. An inquisitive mind will always pay dividends. The old cliche still holds true. The only bad question is the question that goes unasked. Thank you.
At this time, we take great pleasure in introducing the 2013 Gutierrez Middle School Top 12 students. I would like to ask the board members, district administration, Gutierrez administration, to join us at the stage to congratulate this year's top 12 students for each grade level and present them with their certificates and gifts. Ms. Araiza would be assisting with the introduction of our 6th grade students, honorees, and will you please join me at the stage at this time?
Good evening. Students, as we call your name, please make your way to the stage. Blake Martin. Blake is the son of Keith and Julie Martin. His extracurricular activities include playing soccer with the Houston Dynamo Junior program and also playing basketball with RGV Storm, although not right now. In the future, he would like to play professional basketball in the NBA. Congratulations, Blake. Next, we have Desiree Marie Sanchez. Desiree is the daughter of Michael and Velma Sanchez. Her extracurricular activities include being a member of the Gutierrez Middle School choir and also participating in all-girls basketball select team. In the future, she would like to graduate from high school as a valedictorian and then go to UT, where she would study to become a vet. Good job, Desiree. Destiny Olivares. Destiny is the daughter of Helen and Hugo Olivares. She is currently involved in basketball with the Boys and Girls Club of Harlingen. She also plays basketball for a select team. In the future, Destiny would like to be the #1 WNBA player. Way to go, Destiny.
I almost didn't recognize her. She never wears her hair down.
Emma Resendez. Emma is the daughter of Patrice and Miguel Resendez. Her extracurricular activities include gymnastics and tumbling, and she also participates in band. In the future, Emma would like to attend the Art Institute in San Antonio and become a graphic designer or an interior designer. And later in her life, she would like to write children's novels. Excellent, Emma. Next we have John Upel. John is accompanied by his mother, Lily, and his sister, Kelly. His extracurricular activities include playing soccer and participating in karate. In the future, John would like to study to become an engineer. Fantastic, John. Next we have Juan Perez. Juan is accompanied by his parents, Ali and Juan Perez. His extracurricular activities include being involved in the GMS band and being a member of Crime Stoppers. In the future, he would like to be an automobile engineer. Outstanding, Juan. Next we have Kayla Peña. Kayla is the daughter of Albert and Debbie Peña. Her extracurricular activities include Christian youth group and piano lessons. In the future, Kayla would like to graduate from college with a major in elementary education and a minor in theater and dance. Congratulations, Kayla. Lorenzo Molina. Lorenzo is accompanied by his aunt Kathy Posillo and his grandma Ana Molina. He is involved in basketball and takes piano lessons. In the future, he plans on becoming an engineer. Good job, Lorenzo. Mary Claire Todd. Mary Claire is the daughter of Michelle and Doyle Todd. She's involved in dance and tumbling. In the future, Mary Claire would like to be in advertisement, and she's a great couponer also. She gets the best deals. Way to go, Mary Claire. Next we have Matthew Garcia. Matthew is accompanied by his parents, Jesse and Ruth Garcia. He is involved in several extracurricular activities. He is in varsity orchestra, first chair viola, student council historian, and UIL, modern oratory and impromptu speaking. In the future, Matthew would like to attend Harvard University to obtain a doctorate degree in oncology. Excellent, Matthew.
And he'll do it.
Rachel Bennett. Rachel is accompanied by her mother, Stacy Bennett. Two extracurricular activities she is currently involved in are swimming and piano lessons. In the future, Rachel would like to become a registered nurse just like her grandma Rachel and her great-grandma Ruth. Fantastic, Rachel. Taylor Ann Garcia. Taylor is the daughter of Carol Ann and Rudy Garcia. She is currently involved in tennis and enjoys reading. She's also looking forward to participating in student council next year. In the future, Taylor would like to be a veterinarian and a gourmet chef. Congrats, Taylor.
This concludes our 6th grade honorees. Let's give them all a round of applause. Thank you, Ms. Rice. We now move to our 7th grade honorees. Ms. McCormick, will you please join us on stage? She will be announcing our 7th grade honorees.
Welcome parents and honorees. 7th grade honorees, Adrian R. Bazan, II. He is the son of Adrian and Teresa Bazan. He is currently involved in orchestra. He plays the violin. He's also in competitive tennis. And in the future, Adrian wants to be an astronomer. Congratulations, Adrian. Our next honoree, Amit Sinha. He is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Sinha. He is involved in the band where he plays trombone. He's also involved in UIL math and science. In the future, Amit would like to study medicine and specialize in the field of dermatology. Good job, Amit. Angel Ortiz. He is accompanied by his mother, Mrs. Ortiz. Angel is involved in the honors band. He's a trumpet player. He also competes in tennis and soccer. In the future, Angel would like to be a lawyer or a professional soccer player. Look out, World Cup. Here comes Angel. Brandon A. Burchell. Brandon is accompanied by his parents, Liliana and John Burchell. He is currently involved in Shotokan Karate with a 2nd degree brown belt. He also plays the electric guitar. In the future, Brandon would like to work in the field of engineering. Excellent, Brandon. Grant Burbach. He is accompanied by his parents, Don and Michael Burbach. Many of his extracurricular activities include being a referee for the Harlingen Arroyo Youth Soccer League. He also plays the piano for the past 6 years, and he recently earned a superior rating. In the future, he would like to be a politician so he can help people. Fantastic, Grant. Justin Vasquez. He accompanied by his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Martinez. His extracurricular activities include participating in band and also in karate. In the future, Justin would like to be a cardiologist. Outstanding, Justin. Monique Gonzalez. Monique is the daughter of Vanessa and Jorge Gonzalez. Her extracurricular activities include athletics, National Junior Honor Society, and student council. In the future, Monique would also like to become a doctor in order to help sick children and to help the elderly. Way to go, Monique. Nathan Gonzalez. He is accompanied by his parents, Claudia and Albert Gonzalez. He is involved in band, tennis, and also the chess team. In the future, Nathan would like to be a marine biologist. Good job, Nathan. Nathan Bauer. He is accompanied by his parents, Greg and Shirley Bauer. Nathan is involved in the honors band as well. In the future, he would like to graduate from college with an engineering degree. Way to go, Nathan. Samantha Ryan Guillen. Samantha is the daughter of Javier and Maricela Fuerte Guillen. She's involved in athletics, pentathlon, and also the Harlingen Junior Cotillion. In the future, she would like to be a radiologist. Excellent, Samantha. Trey Worley. He is also accompanied by his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Worley. Trey's extracurricular activities include tennis and playing the guitar. He would also like to be an airplane pilot or a lawyer. Fantastic, Trey. Yasmin Martinez. Yasmin is the daughter of Norberto and Cindy Martinez. She's involved in basketball and track. In the future, she would like to become a heart surgeon. A lot of doctors. Outstanding, Yasmin. That concludes 7th grade honorees. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. McCormick. Now it's time to introduce our 8th grade honorees. Ms. Alvarado, will you please join me on stage? She will be introducing our 8th grade honorees.
First honoree, Alec McManus. He's the son of Nancy and Brian McManus. His accomplishments include he received 3rd place at tennis ZAT tournament, earned a Symphonic Band Director's Award, currently is a Life Scout about to begin his Eagle Scout project. In addition, Alec is involved in the Boy Scouts Troop 142 and is a member of the Harlingen, Texas 4-H Club. Alex will now give his response to his question, "One thing that I love about my parents is..."
One thing that I love about my parents is that they always support me in every way they can. They're always there for me when I have a question or need advice on making decisions, or simply just guiding me in the right direction so that I can be successful. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Great job, Alex. Great job. The next honoree is Caleb Silva. He is the son of Viola and Josue Silva. His accomplishments include top 12 2 years in a row, captain in FCA, and received a solo ensemble last year. In addition, Caleb is involved in band and National Junior Honor Society. Caleb will now give his response to the question, where would you go if you want a trip to go anywhere, even fictional places?
If I were to go anywhere for a trip, I would.
Keep going. Keep going.
I would and will go to heaven. It's like the perfect place for a vacation. There's streets of gold, never-ending joy, and forever-lasting peace. It is a place where all the earth's greatest vacation spots like Hawaii and the Bahamas are put into one. And the best part is like free, so yeah. All that's needed is salvation through Jesus Christ. Who wouldn't want to spend a vacation in the creator of the universe's home?
Good job, Caleb. I want to go with you. Our next top 12 student is Dallas Herring. Dallas is accompanied by her mother, Caroline Pitts, and her stepdad, John Pitts. Her accomplishments include graduated top in my class in 6th grade from St. Albans and received a $300 scholarship. Happens to all of us. Top 12 2 years in a row. Awarded UCA All-American Cheerleader and participated in the Houston Thanksgiving Parade. Dallas is also involved in dance and cheerleading. Dallas will now respond to her question. If I could walk in someone else's shoes for an entire day, who would you choose and why?
If I could walk in someone else's shoes for a day, I would pick Anna Wintour, editor-in-chief of Vogue magazine. I would want to walk in her shoes for a day because she would most definitely be wearing Prada and walking in the streets of New York. To me, she is such an inspiration because not only is she a fashion icon, but a hardworking female businesswoman. And plus, how amazing would it be to be in New York meeting actors and actresses, models, and designers? As you can see, I'm interested in the fashion industry. I know that if I walked in Anna Wintour's shoes for a whole day, I would have an extraordinary time.
Way to go, Dallas. Our next top 12 student is Emily Ornelas. Emily is the daughter of Ana San Pedro and Daniel Ornelas. Her accomplishments include top 12 student 3 years in a row, GMS cheer team, first place mixed doubles in district in 7th grade year. Emily is involved in National Junior Honor Society and is also in choir. Emily will now respond to her question, if you could have any supernatural power, what would it be and how would you use it?
If I had any supernatural power, I would choose the ability to heal not only man's physical pain and suffering, but also heal the wounds that can't be seen, which occur emotionally within. I believe that a healthy mind allows for a healthy life. Therefore, when people are affected by mental illness such as depression, low self-esteem, or fear, they are unable to live their lives. Therefore, if I could touch the lives of people with a healing power that could spread happiness and joy all around the world, resulting in a world that would be free of crime and evil, the kind of world that God intended for us all, I would hope that by having this superpower, I would be able to make our society a better place.
Excellent, Emily. Our next top 12 student is Miss Jennifer De Leon. She is the daughter of Marta and David De Leon. Her accomplishments include first place medal in tennis, most outstanding award in choir, student of the month 4 times in 7th grade. Jennifer is involved in choir, and a member of the National Junior Honor Society. Jennifer will now respond to her question, what do you think would happen if all the clocks and watches in the world suddenly started to go backwards?
I believe that if this happened, our history would definitely change and older people would get younger with time. Teens and children would at one point be non-existent, not to mention mankind. Nighttime would come before daytime. Things would never get completed. That's an odd thought. However, the bright side would be that we could go back and correct our regrets or mistakes, something I'm sure we all have wanted to do at one time or another.
Fantastic, Jennifer. Our next honoree is Jose Valadez Jr. He is the son of Jose and Brenda Valadez. His accomplishments include 8th grade euphonium, all-region band, 2nd chair euphonium, all-city band, gold medalist, music memory for 5th grade academic Olympics. Jose is a member of the National Junior Honor Society and participates in the middle school honors and jazz band. Jose will now respond to his question. If you had to have dinner with a successful person, who would you pick?
If I were to have dinner with a successful person, I would choose 3-time Academy Award-winning director Steven Spielberg. I choose him because, first of all, I have an affinity for movies. I mean, who doesn't? So having dinner with him would be like having dinner with a movie guru. But the most crucial reason why I chose Mr. Spielberg is because his directing and filmmaking skills are beyond extraordinary. I say this because when he directs a film, he isn't afraid to tackle difficult subjects such as politics, non-fiction, or religion. These skills are what make his films unique. At dinner, all we would discuss would be film and film trivia. Again, this is why I choose Steven Spielberg as a successful person to have dinner with.
That was outstanding, Jose. Our next honoree is Justice Morales. Justice is the son of Tammy and Andy Morales. His accomplishments include top 12 student 3 years in a row, All Valley and All City band member, a member of the National Junior Honor Society. He is involved in tennis and band. Justice will now respond to his question, who got it easier, children or parents?
I think children have it easier than parents, mainly because we don't have as many things to stress us out. I think children have it easier than parents, mainly because we don't have as many things to stress us out. Parents have to worry about things such as banking and jobs. Meanwhile, us kids are worrying about recent Facebook posts, grades, or social problems in general. Some parents even have to worry about child support or if there's enough food on the table for everyone. Parents also have jobs to support the family, which is very important and often stressful. Although kids have problems that may seem bad at times, parents must make decisions that are important to their lives as well as ours.
Congratulations, Justice. And our next top 12 student is Miss Kennedy Boykin. Kennedy is the daughter of Bo and Karen Boykin. Her accomplishments include 8th grade district doubles champion in tennis, top 12 student 2 years in a row, reserve grand champion Market Hog Rio Grande Valley Livestock Show 2012. Kennedy is in cheerleading and also a member of the Harlingen FFA. She will now respond to her question. If you could jump forward to any point in your life, what would that point be and why?
If I could jump forward to any point in my life, I would jump forward about 15 or 20 years. In 15 or 20 years, I hope to see myself fulfilling my dream to be an engineer. However, even though I would love to see myself achieve this goal, I don't think the achievement of this goal is any more important as the path getting there. Time is precious, and I want to enjoy every minute of my life.
Well, I am going beyond the world. I predict that my generation could contribute to a new world. I feel that if our planet, the Earth, was to continue on its path of pollution, it wouldn't be necessary to create a new world with a cleaner atmosphere and more suitable environment. With the new world, we can determine what can be placed here, such as species of animals and plants. We can design this new world with mountains, seas, plains, and deserts, if we choose to. This world can be plain and simple or completely complex. We can use this world to experiment with hybrids of technology and life. We can put all necessities on this new planet for life to thrive here.
Congratulations, Tiffany. Thank you, Ms. Alvarado. This concludes tonight's presentation of our 8th grade honorees. Let's give the 8th grade honorees an applause, please. Thank you, trustees, school district administration. You may take your seats. I would like to once again congratulate all honorees. At this time, Dr. Gramley would like to address the audience.
And again, I'm really proud and honored to have you all here and as we celebrate tonight, and having our central office staff, Ms. Bauer from the 9th grade academy, 8th graders, you need to get to know her. You'll be seeing her next year in a brand new school. It's going to be awesome. Students, parents, staff, and invited guests, on behalf of the administration of Gutierrez Middle School, I would like to extend our heartfelt congratulations to our honored students and their parents and our guest speakers who are embarking on a wonderful new future. Parents and guests, we are so excited that you're here to join us in celebrating all of these students' academic accomplishments, because each student here represents the best and the brightest on our campus. These students are already and will continue to be the core of what we do best here at HCISD. Tonight's banquet is a culmination of a very busy year for the students honored here. Being one of the top 12 students in your class is no easy task. Each of you have excelled academically, and without exception, you as a group have been the backbone of our student body this year. Not only have you been able to maintain high averages in challenging courses, but most of you are also involved in multiple activities. The National Junior Honor Society, Student Council, FCA, band, choir, orchestra, athletics, are campus activities that have benefited directly from your talents and from your leadership. Your parents, your teachers, and the campus administration are so proud of you. We believe in you. Together, the adults in your lives have watched you grow academically, emotionally, and physically this year. We have seen firsthand what you are capable of achieving. We would encourage all of you to continue in your quest for excellence as you continue your journey through Gutierrez Middle School and HCISD. Be sure to continue to take advantage of all of the wonderful academic, athletic, fine arts, and leadership opportunities available through our district programs. These programs are designed specifically to help you on your journey to becoming a well-rounded student and a successful citizen. To our 8th grade students, the sky is the limit. The academic and extracurricular choices are many. The Kano Freshman Academy, the School for Health Professions, Early College High School, AP courses, college credit courses are available and just waiting for your talents and for your leaderships. Again, thank you, students, for your great success. Thank you, parents, for supporting your children and for allowing us the opportunity to play a role in your family. Thank you. thank you for being here again tonight, and we hope that you will tarry a little bit and visit with the other people here. Thank you again.
Before we close, I would like to recognize our teaching staff. Teachers, will you please stand for a round of applause? As you heard in our speeches tonight, teachers, you are a major contribution towards the success of our students. Your efforts are greatly appreciated. In addition, I would like to once again thank Ms. Raiza, Ms. McCormick, and Ms. Alvarado for their part in hosting this event. This concludes our celebration for this evening. Have a good evening.